We're recording. All right. Hey, Benji.
What's up, Isaac?
What's up? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Monday, March 24th. We we had three games that we liked yesterday. We had three games we liked yesterday.
We were so
Um,
close to going 2 out of 3, and we ended up 1-1.
couple good takeaways. Couple good takeaways. I mean, yes, we won with Schwellenbach, which was great, and we both that was a no-brainer to both of us. We loved the matchup. We loved the scenario. It was 13-4. Schwellenbach pitched great. I feel great about that bet. Like not a questionable moment. And yeah, we won our $10 won 10. We had the Dodgers and Glass now and minus $1.55. And it looked great. And it looked great. And I want your take, but I just saw the box score and I was gutted because the Angels scored 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth and blew the whole thing. I mean, we had them right where we wanted them.
I actually watched that game live. Yeah, I mean
Ooh.
the infield, they had this young guy at first base. He dropped the ball. He had a weird fielding play that he messed up. I don't know whose fault it was. They had some young guys out on the mound. They were I respect it. They were putting out young guys in a situation that felt a little probably the realest it has ever felt to these young guys because it's Angel Stadium packed with Dodgers fans. You can tell people want to win. Mike Trout hit a home run. Like, it's an exciting game, and the Dodgers lost, but I tip my cap to them because they gave some young guys some real opportunity tonight to grow, and they lost, but they gave them an opportunity to sort of feel sort of a big league kind of moment, more so than they ever have for sure.
It sounds to me like it sounds to me like the right thing to do. And this is why we have no business gambling on spring training baseball.
No business, no business.
I mean,
We're in our beta shell right now. We're in our pilot phase. It's okay. And at the end of the day, we went 1 for 1. I think one of the games we bet on tied, and then we
yes,
won the Schwellenbach
the
game.
Yankees pushed. The Yankees pushed.
Yeah. But again, almost every time we pick one of these bets, we feel like our back is against the wall having to make a choice. It's very rare that we're like so stoked about something and it totally
True.
blows up in our face. So I think
True.
we're doing pretty good.
Great. Great. Hey, I'm here for it. It's great. I mean, you are still in the black. You are up $19 of the preseason. I'm down 49. That's where we are. So not insurmountable. Not insurmountable. Um, okay. So that's where we are. It was and it was fun to have some action today for sure. What are you interested in tomorrow? Have you circled anything? Is there anything you want to propose?
I mean, I gave a quick gander and I'm not feeling super awesome about anything. We can go through them one by one and maybe pick something I feel good about, but
Okay.
starting with the Dodgers, it's the Dodgers Angels again in Anaheim. It's
Mm-hmm.
May versus Kakowicz.
I think it's Koshanowicz. So I mean, and I think
Jeez.
I it's forgive me to the Koshanowicz family if but I'm pretty sure I've heard it before. I think it's something close to
Okay,
there. Yeah,
Koshanowicz. I just don't know. If the Dodgers put out their scrubs tonight again, scrubs is rude, but they're young guys. It's the Dodgers negative 155, Angels plus 130. I just don't feel that confident. I love May, but this Kashanowitz guy, he's putting up good numbers in spring training. He pitched a little last year and he played pretty well last year too. So I don't know, man. I mean,
would you take the Angels? You get a plus price on the Angels.
it's gonna be tough for me to bet against the Dodgers without a really obvious good situation to me. And if the Dodgers are coming off a loss, they're battered and bruised. They just showed that they're willing to play a bunch of rookies. But they're still the Dodgers. They still have if Shohei hits 2 home runs tomorrow, and who knows what.
Sure.
The Dodgers have this built-in competition too, where I'm sure, Pajes wants to prove he can be in the outfield. Edman wants to prove he can be there. Kike, Miguel, Rojas. So there's still a built-in competitive nature with the team, even though they are the 4 seasons of baseball teams
Hmm.
that I think still kind of keeps them on their toes and wanting to play well. And so for now, I will pass on this one. Let's go to the next one.
Great. And I want to say I'm passing. The Dodgers have. I don't need to lay 155 right now when they don't need to win and they are going to flex some guys. Maybe if there was a first 5 innings we could talk, but there's not right now. I'm going to pass, and I don't need to bet against them. Ugh, no,
Yeah, no, I'm not betting against them. That just
not for Koshanowitz in Anaheim.
yeah. Next up, I'm seeing the Royals and the Rangers. Bubich versus
Yeah.
Degrom.
Okay, Kyle. I think it's Kyle Bubich. Yeah.
Um, my knee jerk is to want to bet on Degrom, but then I see that the Royals are plus 130 and the Rangers are negative 155. So then
Okay.
my brain goes, do I believe in DeGrom that much? Kind of. I'd rather bet on DeGrom in this game and the Rangers with the negative 155 than on the Dodgers with the similar spread. So I'm not going to pick one. This Bubich guy is not pitching well in spring
Mm-hmm.
training. He pitched pretty good last year.
He did.
30 innings, 39 strikeouts, 1 whip. But again, my knee jerk is I'm going to pass. We're going to have to pick a game at the end of this run through. But yeah, so far I'm going most likely want to pass. And this Bubich guy
Great.
got rocked last time he pitched. He went 3.2 innings, 6 earned runs against Cincinnati.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is. I mean, what did you say? DeGrom is favored minus $1.55.
Maybe,
I'm
yeah.
I'm not I'm not ready. I'm not ready to back Jacob DeGrom right now. I'm just not. I haven't seen
I'm
anything. I mean, I'm just not. I'm not. I don't know what it means to him yet. I don't know enough. I don't know enough, and I'm gonna pass. Great.
Also, let's pass, but maybe that'll be our best option. Let's do our run through.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Braves, Cubs, Thompson versus Ben Brown. Ben
Okay.
Brown is a big prospect.
I like Ben Brown.
Pitched pretty good last year, but his spring training has been pretty bad. 8 innings, 9 strikeouts, 175 whip, 675 ERA. Last year, regular season was pretty freaking good. 55
Hmm.
innings, 64 Ks, 108 whip. But I think a lot of people in the nerd fantasy arena are starting to lose their faith in Ben Brown. I don't know much about
Yeah.
this Thompson guy though.
Yeah. I believe Thompson pitched for the Blue Jays recently. I think he might be a bit of a journey situation. Maybe he's pitching for his job. I don't need to. Let's just see. Thompson. He
31
has
pitched in 2022 for Pittsburgh. I don't know anything about this guy. Was he in Mexico for 2023 and 20?
uh I mean, he has not pitched in the major league since 2022. That's not a great situation to me. That's not saying bet on me against Ben Brown.
Yeah, but he has plus 114 with the Braves lineup. Cubs negative 135. I'm not taking this bet. You know, the Cubs lost those 2 games to the Dodgers, but I got a good look at them when they were playing in Japan. They are a talented team. Kyle Tucker, um, Swanson. I love what's his face. Who's their first baseman slash third baseman that they got from the Dodgers?
Bush.
Bush is so good. They're just
Yeah.
a real baseball team. Pete Crow Armstrong, they're just such a real baseball team. And at the end of the day, if Ben Brown does show up suddenly, I'm not going to be that surprised. This is kind of his last chance to maybe really try to make it. I don't know if he's already a shoo-in to make their roster, but he wants to make that guy's going to really try to show up. So this is a tough situation. Again, I'm going to pass knee jerk.
Might have to come back to it though.
We might have to come back to it.
Okay, good. Yeah, I should that. I want to say I am interested in the Cubs. I think the Cubs do have a good lineup. I'm a little bit bummed that the Cubs didn't hang on to Cody Bellinger. I don't really understand why. I don't know why. I mean, like they could be the best team in the Central. I think that and like why it's not. They could have been they could have really been playing baseball. You know, like and I'm just kind of like meh about the Cubs as loaded as they'd seem. from top to bottom. You know,
100%. If they would have kept Cody Bellinger, suddenly you look at that lineup with Kyle Tucker. If they add Kyle Tucker and keep Cody Bellinger, then and they got Pete Crow Armstrong.
Armstrong on the come up and Michael Bush on the come up, and they got
Then
some. Dansby's this a solid winner.
you're looking at their lineup and you're saying they're better than the Yankees. They let the
You
Yankees
could.
kind of outrank them
I
offensively.
think you.
But yeah, had they kept Bellinger, you look at that team and you go, this is pretty serious.
Yeah, it tells me again that this is just not an organization that is as interested in winning as others.
I think a lot of teams do this thing where they go, we just want to be competitive at the trade deadline. And if at that point we really need a sacrifice, we will. But let's make
Mm,
sure we can get there. I feel like a
mm.
lot of teams do that. They do these half measures because they're thinking, let's see what this looks like in a few
Yeah,
months.
let's not pay for April and May. You know, we're not going to pay for like just okay.
I
Yeah,
think that's their
and it's
strategy.
gross, and I think that's a really sharp read, and I get it. And there is a degree of truth to just get us in. I mean, even without the trade deadline, just get us into September baseball. Just give us a chance because anything can happen. And
Exactly.
I agree with that. I mean, October, you know what I mean? September, October. I agree with that, but also, yeah, you know, I think that Cody. I think they had a better team than I think they had a better team potential and let it just go for not much.
For not much. And then they also have great pitching with Steele and Asian guy. What's his name?
Yes, Imunaga, right? Shohei
Imanaga.
Imunaga.
Sorry.
I just want, like, I was just gonna say, like, I was just having recollections, like when the Cubs are good, man, it's so fun. It's rare, but it's fun, and it's spring, and it's just really great. So yeah, I know I'm gonna be in Chicago a little bit this summer, and I just really want them to be good, you know. So okay, okay, we're not betting on Ben Brown yet. Maybe. Where did we? I'm
Maybe.
sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're okay. You just be sorry for liking the
Little
Cubs. I like the
tangent.
Cubs.
Okay, great.
Marquez versus Paddock, Rockies versus Twins. I don't
Ugh.
know much about Marquez. Then we got Rockies Twins coming in at plus 130 for the Rockies, negative 155 for the Twins.
You know, we both bet against Chris Paddock last week, and we both lost that bet. I remember it. You know, I remember you liked Chris Paddock. I like Chris Paddock. We didn't go on Chris. I'm still not ready to lay this much right now on him. Granted, it's against the Rockies, but like Marquez is like the name pitcher for the Rockies, right? I mean,
I'm looking at his numbers. It's
no.
atrocious.
Oh, okay. Okay.
ERA is 573 with a 182 whip in spring training. Last year, he barely pitched. He pitched 4 innings last year. I don't know, bro.
Oh, maybe he's done.
Yeah, again,
Where's that game? Is it in Minnesota? Is it in Arizona? Is it where are we talking about here? Let's see. Um Rockies Twins. It's the Lee Health Sports Complex. So we're still in spring training, yes, and it's a Minnesota Twins home game. Okay.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, my knee jerk is pass on this one.
Okay.
And then last and not least, kind of the best pitching duel of the day tomorrow is Job versus Hicks, Tigers versus Giants. I have faith in both those guys that they can pitch well. And it's plus 114 Tigers, negative 135 Giants. I'm pretty sure if I recall, Hicks isn't having the best spring training. But if I recall, his last spring training outing, I feel like he did show up. Yeah, he did. I was
Hicks.
5.2 innings, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. Pretty good. 5.2 innings, 1 earned run, 3 hits, no walks. So maybe Hicks is, he hasn't had a great spring training. But then again, Job is pretty good too, and he's having a better spring training.
You know,
This
I
could
like
be my
Jackson
bet.
Job.
I might take Giants.
Okay, great, great. You know,
But
I'll tell
Job is pretty
this
good.
this was the game that stuck out to me, and the fan in me really wants to get behind Jackson Job and like root for him to like pitch well and get the rotation spot. And I know he's a promising rookie. And full disclosure, I have him on one of my fantasy teams, and I'm kind of into him. And so like I'm eager to bet on him, and I don't love Jordan Hicks as a starter. I think Jordan Hicks is like a guy who goes 5 innings. Like he never gets you as far as you want him to go, even when he's pitching well. I like the Giants. I'm leaning Job. I feel like it's a fan square bet a little bit. So like I mean that was the one I was gonna say I'm taking the Tigers today for plus 114, and I'm having some concerns getting up to the window right now. But that's what I'm leaning towards. The other game now that in talking it out, I'm leaning towards Chris Paddock and the Twins against German Marquez and the Rockies. And that just might be my safer play. I've seen Chris Paddock produce. Jackson Jobe only, I just looked it up real quick. He has 8 strikeouts in 12 innings. I don't love that. He's a rookie. I don't love that. Um, so I've got pluses and minuses here. We could be sportsmen, and you could take the Giants and I could take the Tigers and we could just see what happens.
Actually, I've completely 180'd. I know my bet of the game, the day.
Okay.
I'm taking Tigers.
You're doing the Jackson Jobe? Why? What
Also
happened?
say this in my FBT listener league, my team name is They Took Our Job.
Great. Yes. Great.
Shout out to South
Great.
Park.
Great.
Um,
Great.
and I'm thinking about it, seeing that this game's being played in San Francisco and that Job's been pitching well in Detroit and Phoenix, or Detroit plays in Phoenix.
Detroit? I'm pretty sure.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
pretty sure that
But
I
either
don't think they're
way,
I don't think they're schlepping from Florida to San Francisco for an
it
exhibition
doesn't
game.
even matter because either way, he's about to go to a very pitcher-friendly park for the first time this preseason, and he's pitching well already, and I think that's going to work to his advantage. I
Great.
don't think a lot of Giants fans are going to show up. Like, it's not going to be like a scary environment. I think it's going to be a
Oh,
purely pitcher-friendly environment. I like the Giants' offense this year. I really do. Matt Chapman has had a resurgence. I'm a big fan of what's his face, the new shortstop they signed. What's his name again?
oh my! The new short for the Adames, Willie Adames.
I like Adamas. I like Chapman, and I believe in the Giants this year more than usual. And I think I saw that they had the best record in spring training. But
Oh,
I
they're
believe.
20-6. The Giants are 20-6.
But you know what? I'm going with Job. This feels risky, but
Cool.
I didn't feel good about any of these bets. But I think this young kid's going to really want to show up, and he's going to be in a pitcher-friendly place. And I think some of the bats he'll have behind him, and I just like the Tigers a lot too. So I'm going
Great.
to bet on the Tigers, which feels silly because it kind of feels like when in doubt, just bet on the Dodgers, and you'll probably be okay.
Right.
But the negative 162 is pretty dire.
That's expensive.
Very
That's
expensive.
expensive and risk. Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited to hear you say it. I had the fan in me, and let's face it. I mean, I'm losing right now. I want to be on the Tigers tomorrow. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the plus money. I think it's plus 12 to be on the Tigers. $10 wins you 12, right? Something like that. I want to do it. I'm still considering if I want to go for Chris Paddock too. I think I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna
You're
do
going
both.
for both.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Twins and Paddock, and I'm gonna go Job and the Tigers. I'm gonna do both.
Fair.
The, you
Fair.
know, the numbers you gave me in Marquez made me excited, and I think Chris Paddock's been let's just see if I can make some money off of him tomorrow. Um, so I'm gonna take two bets, and
I
what's
support
crazy? I
that.
was looking. I think I could be at the Giants game tomorrow. It's a which would be rad. Which would be I'm gonna
Have you been there before?
I have. I have. I go to Oracle. I mean, I'm currently working not far from there. I can just run over there sometimes, and it's cool.
Yeah, I've been there before. I thought it's
Yeah,
super cool.
I like it. Yeah, it's a nice.
I like that
It's cold.
you get a cheaper seat and then you get a view of the ocean. I'm like, why would anybody
Totally.
want to be on the field where you just go high up and you can look at the beach? Not the beach,
It's.
the
I
bay.
also I sat in that upper deck. I mean, or whatever that is. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
cool. Okay, so I'm taking two tomorrow, and we're both in the Tigers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just on a day like this where I don't feel good about anybody, I might regret not taking the Dodgers because I still believe in Dustin May's ability to just mow people down in his own freaky way. But
Can we get a first five? Is there a first five number available to us on a site anywhere? I don't know
well,
if that's
part
the
of me is
case
like,
right
you're
now.
taking two. Should I just take two?
Oh, oh. Well, that I don't. I mean, you got $19 here. You know, you could be zeroed
I'll
out.
take two with you. I'm going to take the
Okay.
Dodgers. I'm going to take the Dodgers and the Tigers.
Okay. Great.
You can
Your dog
take the Tigers and the Twins.
sounds good. Sounds good. We did it. All right. We're
Okay.
taking two. We'll check in tomorrow. We'll see how we do.
Alrighty.
All right. Good luck and good night. All
You
right.
too.
Bye.